Hi folks, hello once again and you're very welcome along to another programme, to another edition of Down Your Way. We're here in North of the County this week. We're in Kenya Street in Nina, in Mulcahy's pub. Come on, let's hear it! Absolutely brilliant. What an opening to our programme. Absolutely terrific. How are you?
Hi, Eamon. How are you?
Mary Galligan, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
We're here, of course, in Kenya Street in Nina. The place is jam-packed.
We're here in Mulls at 47 in Nina.
Absolutely, it's fantastic.
I'd like to welcome everybody here tonight, Eamon, and I'd like to thank you very much for coming and doing your programme for us here tonight.
That's brilliant, but there's a special reason that I'm here as well.
There's a special reason, Eamon, and we're organising a fabulous church concert in Nina on Monday, the 4th of May. Michael English is coming down to do his concert, a church concert in Nina. So it's going to be a fabulous night of hope and community spirit, and it's for two fabulous charities, Sarcoma Cancer Ireland and Pieta House.
Oh, absolutely. Look, it's going to be massive, and it's massive here tonight, even preparing for it.
Absolutely. The crowd is huge here tonight for our launch of Michael English on the 4th of May. So I'd actually like to thank Damien here in 47 Mulls and Roisin and all the team, because they put in a huge effort here tonight to have us all, accommodate us all here tonight.
And you know, the biggest effort of all that is that band down there. They're absolutely fantastic.
Yes,
Come on, let's hear it for yourself.
These are members of the Ned Kelly Group in Tune of Life Orchestra Group and the Trad Adults. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming here tonight and giving your time to us.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I'd like to thank Bridget Delaney and Anna from the Nina Guardian for coming and helping us here tonight as well. And we're going to have loads of speakers, and on behalf of Sarcoma and Pieta, I'd like to thank each of them for coming here tonight, which you'll hear from them all shortly. And we're having a fantastic raffle as well, Eamon, tonight.
Is that it?
Yeah, would I like to tell you the prizes?
Oh, absolutely.
So our first, you can choose any prize you like. I'll just tell you who gave us spot prizes for tonight. Lisa Baker Boutique here in Nina, Melissa K Shoe Shop here in Nina, Trisha Murray, she's a stylist, so you can have your styling done, Eamon.
Oh my God.
Kelleher's off licence. Gantley Way Ross Gray gave us a voucher. Hughie and Margaret O'Donoghue from Shamrock Lounge in Care kindly gave us a t-shirt signed by the two Johnnies. And we
Lovely.
got a fabulous voucher from Tony's shop here in Ballycommon.
My God.
So I'd like to thank all the businesses and absolutely everybody tonight who is here for our launch of My Killingnish.
Absolutely. And the tickets, how much will the tickets be
The
down
tickets
the
are
road?
€30
Okay.
and they're all going, there's 2 charities involved, Sarcoma Cancer Ireland and Pieta.
Isn't it really well organised? The whole programme.
The whole programme, Eamon, is organised and we're going to have a fabulous night on the 4th of May in Nina Church here. It's going to be beautiful, community spirit and hope for everyone, and it'll be a fabulous night. I was at it myself in Portrue in November and it was amazing.
Last time we caught up, there was a fashion show.
That's right, Eamon, and we'll have another fashion show this year, please God, in November.
Yeah. Who's
So
going to do the walk the catwalk tonight? Mary Friend, is it?
Mary Friend is going to be our model here tonight.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
she is.
She has all the appearance of it as well, I
She
can assure
has.
you.
Yeah, Eamon,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Okay,
I
so
really appreciate
we'll be
it.
talking to you a little bit later on.
Thanks,
Uh, Damien is with me. How are you doing, Damien?
Eamon, how are you?
Good to be here, I suppose, down the road from your native sod.
Yeah, well, this is Mull's Pub is owned by Damien Mulcahy. He's a Killer One man as well, so it's great to be here supporting the parish, and it's great to be here supporting 2 great causes as well, Eamon, the Darkness into Light and the Sarcoma Cancer Society as well. It's 2 huge causes, and absolutely delighted to be here to lend my support to it as well.
Absolutely, and when you're talking about Darkness into Light, it's really a special event, year after year. You know, I've been out doing the programme at 4 o'clock in the morning for the last number of years, and it's a very special time.
Yeah, it's a very special time, and it's a huge event. It's after taking on massive momentum over the last few years as well. I think, I suppose, from somebody who's involved in sport, you can't underestimate the importance of sport for people's mental health. Yeah. And I think there's society is changing in front of us these days. Life is not as simple as it once was. Every day kind of brings new challenges, and when you see the community here rallying behind 2 great causes, both of which are probably problematic for our community and our society, it's a massive coming together now tonight.
Yes, absolutely. I know this programme being recorded a little couple of weeks in advance, and I know Tipperary, when this programme is going out the day after, Tipperary are playing Cork in Semple Stadium.
Yeah, and look, I mean, looking forward to that so much, because it's obviously community drives everybody here on, but hurling does as well. And I suppose I've seen a lot of victories over the years, Eamon, but Tipperary's All-Ireland win last year seemed to do something special. I think it lifted the whole county, it lifted all the parishes. I never saw a reaction to a win like it now in all my years here anyway, so there's no doubt about it. If they can go anywhere similar this time around, everybody will be very proud of them, but everybody's very proud of them anyway. I have to say too that, and you've probably seen this yourself, since the cup went around, the lads have just behaved themselves unbelievably well. They're great ambassadors for the county. Yeah, I mean, they brought the cup everywhere: schools, hospitals, old folks' home. They're an absolute credit to themselves.
Absolutely, yeah. And you, of course, your love for the game as well, being involved in RT and Sunday sport and all the rest.
Yeah. It started a long time ago. It probably started up the road in Nina Gargan, and I did a lot of work with the Tipperary Star and Tip FM radio as well, Eamon. I covered all this with Jerry Long and Paddy Finucane and people like that. Yeah. So it's been a long, hard road, plenty of ups and downs. I don't ever get too high or too low with it, but very, very lucky that when I go to work, it's in the middle of a GA pitch most of the time, or else in a studio. And you know yourself what it's like meeting people and talking to people. There's few better jobs out there, but it does come with ups and downs, and you have to handle each of them in their own way as well.
Bit of pressure as well.
There's pressure, all right, but I mean, like, when you look at the people around here tonight, Eamon, look what they've had to deal with. That's pressure in real life. Yeah. And I think what I do is maybe it's important, obviously, but it's not really, really important when you think of people's health. And I think, but I won't lie to you, the first few nights I did the Saturday game or whatever, you kind of wouldn't really feel overwhelmed by it, because when you start locally here and you know your parents have supported you and your family have supported you, the enormity of it kind of hits you then, Eamon. Okay. So I had a few wobbly moments just before we're going on air, but you like yourself, when you go on air, then you deal with it, like, you know.
You just relax. And listen, it's a real pleasure, Damien, to be with us on Down Your Way and supporting the causes here today, which is what it's all about. Yeah,
and look at, I mean, I suppose I've always made the point, Eamon, people in Tipperary, they're among the friendliest and the most solid that you'll ever meet anywhere in the country. And you have 2 great causes here. You have a huge crowd gathered, And I think there's a massive momentum coming, and Michael English concert is going to sell out, I've no doubt about that, and raise as much money and get as much support. And fair play to you for coming down to support it.
Eamon Allor, it's a real pleasure once again to have you on Down Your Way. Real pleasure.
Thanks, Eamon.
Okay,
Thanks,
okay.
Eamon.
We're going to take a very first break. We're here in Nina in Kenyon Street. Back after these. Indeed, very welcome back to Down Your Way. We're here in Kenyon Street in Nina. Here we go. Geraldine Hilmy is with me on Down Your Way. A very special program here this week here in Kenyon Street in Nina. Geraldine, you're very welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
You have an unbelievable sad story.
I do indeed. We lost our beautiful son Sean at the very young age of 17, the 2nd of January 2021. He had a cancer called sarcoma. It was a Ewing sarcoma, a very rare cancer, but very aggressive. And it presented itself with a pain in his leg, and he was a very light runner and tennis player and very sporty, and we thought he had an injury to his leg, but we took him for physiotherapy and took him to the doctors, and they thought he had pulled something or that it was like a sciatic pain. And we were going for physiotherapy for quite a while, and there was no improvement, and our wonderful physiotherapist John Casey sent us on for further tests. So we had CT scans and MRI scans, and it eventually came to the surface that he had a tumour on his sciatic nerve, a 12 centimetre tumour, and it was a Ewing sarcoma. So a fast and furious journey began then with chemotherapy. We had hoped that Sean would be able to have surgery and have a full legectomy and be able to, and a hipectomy, and be able to pull through from that. But as the chemotherapy progressed, and all the first, second and third opinions came through, we realised the chemotherapy wasn't working. And they told us basically there wasn't anything else that could be done for Sean. And we tried all different countries, we tried all different opinions, and everything came back to the same conclusion. It had spread throughout his body, so it was metastasized at that stage. So it was just palliative radiotherapy, and we went through about 10 weeks of radiotherapy with Sean from September to November, and from November to December Sean was with the palliative care team, and Sean passed away on the 2nd of January 2021 after a very difficult journey. And he was a very, very, very brave, inspirational young man, and we are delighted we had him. As short as his life was with us, we wouldn't change anything. We miss him dearly, and he's loved and will never be forgotten. And we're here tonight just to explain how important it is to support the charities, to come out and help the charities, because they need all the help they can.
Doesn't it? How are you coping as a family?
Life does go on, and you're basically, you're living from day to day with carrying a very heavy heart, going to do your work, your job, everything. You go from grief to work to grief to work. It's a very difficult life, and very hard to navigate your life after losing a child, and your life is never the same, and you carry such great guilt for not being able to save your child as a parent. And I'm sure anybody else who would have lost a child would understand that guilt that you carry. So it is very difficult. But we're doing the best we can, and we're trying to live through all the hard days as best as we can for Sean. We have 2 other beautiful adult children, so we have to carry on for them and do the best.
We appreciate you coming on to tell the story. It's just an moving story, there is no question. We want to wish you well.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you for interviewing us. Thanks a million.
Dr. Mary Ryan is with us. Dr. Mary, great to see you again and to meet you again.
And lovely to meet you too. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Lovely being here.
Yeah,
and lovely to support such a special cause.
It really is what a special cause, isn't
Oh,
it?
it is. It is. It absolutely is. I think cancer hits every family, and I think it's really important that we come out and support family and friends. So important.
Yeah, and indeed, of course, that Pieta House as well, linked into...
Absolutely, Pieta House as well. So we're all on this earth once, and our duty is to be compassionate and empathetic. And as a doctor, I want to lead the way in that. So anytime I hear of, a worthy cause, I'll try and get to it.
But it's great that you came here because you did a special evening as well. You launched a book.
I launched a book called It's Probably Your Period. It's my second book in Eason's here in Nina, where I'm from. And Noel Morrissey did a beautiful tea and sandwiches and a real, Céad Míle Fáilte and a huge crowd at it. So what more could you ask for? It was beautiful.
Tell me, what's that book about?
So it's all about hormones, educating men, women, boy, girl, about hormones, periods, and about how to prevent problems, infertility, endometriosis, polycystic ovary disease. So it's really to educate everyone, because this is my second book. So it's to educate everyone about hormones, but also to how you can prevent problems, because this wasn't spoken about for years. And normal periods, not everyone has them. One in every 2 women has an abnormal period, and you can prevent huge problems like fibroids, suffering, severe pain. Remember, women, if they're suffering, lose 1 week every month from the age of 12 up to the age of 50. So it's all about preventing that and preventing disease, and that's what we should be doing as doctors anyway.
Absolutely. It's mostly for ladies, naturally enough, this book.
Yeah, it is, but I also want it to be for, because there's fathers that need to know how their daughters are suffering, there's husbands that need to know how their wives and partners are suffering. So I think it's time for us to encompass everything, like men and women need each other to keep this planet going, so we need to understand each other. So I think it's really important that men and women, boys and girls read this book, because we need to support each other.
Well, the age has gone, of course, that it's all for men. It's the men's world anymore, because men kind of get associated with women's health as well, big time.
Totally. And I suppose what I'm trying to do is, and thank God men are getting way more interest in their health. And now we're seeing men asking more questions. And even I was up talking in the RDS Fertility Show last weekend at a conference, and there was a male section there, and I was delighted with all the questions I got from men asking me about prostate cancer, about their heart health, how to prevent, and it's so important that, because it really is all about prevention. We can prevent so much if we knew how to. And for a man or woman to know how to prevent disease, they have to be educated themselves, to know when to go to the doctor, what to do, how to be compliant, how to live their best life. And you need to educate the public to do that. It's absolutely wonderful. And to see all the musicians there, just lovely. And I suppose for me, being local, I just love seeing all the local people. And, you come into a place like this and you say, oh God, it's so lovely to be from this lovely part of the world where everyone is so warm and so welcoming. And, when you an event like this, and, if ever there is, something people ever know someone has died of cancer, they're all supporting. And I think that's what's lovely about a rural community. They really put, they stop at nothing to come and support someone when they're down, and I think that's lovely.
You're based down in Limerick for the most part.
I'm in Limerick and in the Bonds of Course Limerick, and also in Oteven and Kilkenny. But yes, I love it. I love my job. I'm passionate about what I do, and I really love making people's lives better. So I was meant to be in this profession, and I love it. I really love it.
The book is of course launched today. It's open up for grabs all over the county now.
All over the county and all over the country. So we did the Nina launch, because I'm from Nina today. The Dublin launch now is next Tuesday on the 31st of March, and then the Cork launch is the 15th of April. But I'll be getting all around the country, but I'll also be getting all around Tip. So I'd love you to go and buy it in Noel Morrissey's, in Eason's, in Nina, but please, it's all over the county. So support all those bookshops. But also I'd love you to educate everyone on It's Probably Your Period. So
well, it's hugely important. Maybe for the younger women rather than the older grannies.
Well, they need to be able to help their granddaughters, and the more you know and the more you're educated and we educate yourself, the more you can help, because it's not just about ourselves, it's about helping others as well, so we can give advice and prevent disease the more we all educate ourselves. So I think it's important that we all read up as much as we can on all aspects of life so that we can pass on our knowledge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's a real pleasure, Mary,
Thank you.
as always, to join us on Down Your Way.
Thank you.
Indeed, you're very welcome back to Down Your Way. One of the great all-stars in County Tipperary is with me. And Eamon, Michael Cleary, you're very welcome to Down Your Way.
And you're very welcome to Nina, Eamon, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we linked into you now and again over the years when we come up and down to Nina, but a special time for Tipperary now, and a special time, of course, for this organisation, the charity organisation tonight.
Yeah. I think the spring, obviously, is a lovely time of the year, and I suppose it's in our DNA here in Tipperary and hurling people that you're looking forward to the championship, and here it is. Turn of the year, it's a long ways away, and with such a long bloody winter, we wonder will it ever come. So yeah, it's here now, and sure, there's great excitement, and I suppose on the back of last year there's a certain amount of expectation. So yeah, it's a great time. And then of course we here in Nina, and the reason we're here tonight is the launch for the fundraising for the Michael English concert for two brilliant causes. So yeah, it's great to be here, and great to see you again, Eamon.
Yeah, good to be here. Yeah, and as you say, last year to have to repeat the same again.
Yeah, and it's funny when you start looking at it, as I did over the winter. You look at the history books. Tip's record when they get out of Munster is second to none. It's fantastic, but we're not the best. I know we've done 4 out of 5 years back in the 60s, and you had the 3 in a row team. I'm not sure they do 2, 3 in a row, but we're not the best at retaining it, and not in my lifetime as it happened. So we'd all love to see it back to back, and it's extremely difficult to win one, and sure double that up by 2 then. So look, we'll see how the weekend goes now and take it from there. But
absolutely. Of course, you're a big businessman here in Nina for the most part yourself. You're doing very well.
Should know about doing very well, but we're still here, Eamon. JKC's actually later in the year, we might even talk to you. JKC's will be 80 years in business. JK, my father, started in 1946, late 46. So in the autumn time we'll be celebrating 80 years, and I'm there for nearly half of them now at this stage, more years than I care to remember, so I don't know about the next generation. But yeah, it's been a wonderful life, great life growing up on the side of the street, and then even though I don't live overhead the shop anymore, but growing up in the shop, and sure, it's endless, the circle of friends, camaraderie, people you get to know, acquaintances you make. It's a landmark business in town, there's no doubt about it, but it's a great town, Nina. We'll
definitely support the 80 years, and we'll certainly be there for Down Your Way.
As long as the word doesn't go out now that Michael Cleary is 80 this year. That's not the case, by the way.
It's a great game, Michael. Look at every success with Tip tomorrow, and indeed to be a fantastic occasion.
Yeah, I can't wait, Eamon. Looking forward to it. I think there's something special about the Munster Championship, but there's something extra special about Tip in Cork. So up Tip for tomorrow.
Mairead Ryan is with me. Mairead, how are you?
I'm good, Eamon. Thank you for having me.
What a special night it is for a fundraiser for the most part.
It is. It's a fantastic fundraiser for Sarcoma Ireland and Pieta House, and I'm very grateful to be part of this fundraiser to raise awareness around sarcoma, because I'm a survivor of sarcoma myself. It's very close to the bone, so thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Tell us about your story for the most part.
Thanks, Eamon. So in April 2024, my life probably changed. I was used to go for a walk, and I'd have a pain in the back of my leg, and I sure thought it was just a hamstring or whatever. And I took no notice for a few months, and then one day I woke up and I had neuropathy in my toes. So I said I better go to the physio now this evening and get this checked out. And when I went to the physio, he said you need to go straight to the GP. And I went to the GP, and I was sent for an MRI and sent to Galway, and unfortunately they found a mass at the back of my leg. So it kind of all spiraled from there, life changed from there. I was sent to Limerick for tests, and I was told I had soft tissue sarcoma. So that's a huge shock to get, and I am a mammy of 3 wonderful girls, Anna, Ellen and Sarah, and I have a fab husband, Connor. We were living our best life, and this was thrown in our way, so I was terrified, shocked, can't even tell you all the words. And then I was put into the wonderful hands of Professor Alan Malloy in Kappa in Dublin. He was my surgeon, and Professor Charles Gillam in St. Luke's in Dublin. And I suppose then I had to have very difficult conversations around what would happen next. And what happened was I had to have 5 weeks of radiation therapy in St. Luke's in Dublin, and that was going up and down to Dublin every day for 5 weeks. And I'm very grateful to my family, to Connor's family and all my friends for driving me up and down every day and looking after my girls. I had nothing to worry about with my girls because they just took over. And then after that, then I had a break, and then I faced surgery. But because my tumour was very big, there was very difficult conversations beforehand about whether they would be able to save my leg or not. So I had the surgery under the very skilled hands of Professor Alan Malloy in St. Vincent's, and thankfully he got the tumour out, but he had to cut nerves. So now my leg is compromised. I wear a splint, but I'm very grateful to be here and to have my leg. So it was life-changing. Yeah, life-changing.
How do you feel now?
Well, it's a life-changing experience. I'm under surveillance, so you think life gets back to normal afterwards, but it doesn't really. It takes an awful long time to adjust after being through a trauma like that. So I suppose I'm just kind of living in the now, hoping that I will remain clear, and I'm very grateful to be under the watchful eyes of Professor Gillam and Alan Malloy, because they're experts and they have been so empathetic and understanding to me in my journey. They were absolutely amazing, listened to me when I was absolutely terrified, and they were two very busy men, but were fantastic to me.
And because you're into work within the family now, at home and all that.
Yeah, well, I haven't been able to go back to my job as a primary school teacher. Just shout out to our Crony National School. They were wonderful to me, supporting me. I haven't been able to go back just yet. So I'm just enjoying family life, grateful to be here every day, and just appreciating the now. Yeah.
And a huge event going forward, this concert, Michael English.
Yes, oh my God, it's so important to promote this project, because we need everybody to come. It's supporting two fantastic charities, Sarcoma, Cancer Ireland and Pieta House. And also I would just like to give a quick shout out to Sarcoma Ireland. They were huge help to me in counselling and the charity when I was going through my treatment. So I just want to give them a shout out too, please. Yeah.
We want to wish you well, Mairead.
Thanks a million.
We really appreciate you coming on the programme.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Eamon. Thank you.
Very best of luck in the meantime.
Thank you, Eamon.
Kelly Mulcahy, how are you doing sitting here in the corner?
I'm doing great. I'm here with my friends, having a few beers, enjoying the moment.
Enjoying the moment. You're always in from Arcrony.
Arcrony, yeah.
Okay. So, Mulcahy's Garage is famous.
Yes, of course it is. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? It's there for donkey's years.
Isn't it now? Have you been a mechanic for years?
50 years in business. I did start off as a mechanic, and then I moved into car sales and moved on from there, and sold a few cars along the way and enjoyed it. It was a good time.
You're retired now for the most part, are you?
We're in here now, so we're branched into this pub game for a while, and trying to get mulls on the road again, So
it's a famous pub, isn't it?
It is now, yeah. It's beginning to become very famous. A lot of people are frequenting it now. They like it, and they like the ambience of it, and so hopefully it will increase in multitude as time goes on.
Absolutely. You're gaining momentum all the time.
It's gaining momentum because, I don't know, people just like it, and it's a nice pub to come into, and nice people coming into it, nice staff, and so.
Didn't it be done as well, with well furnished up and all that?
Yeah, we set out to do a nice job in it, to have it appealing to people, that to be comfortable and warm. And
so where does the most footfall from?
They come from all over, really. A lot of country people come in here. weekends and that, because we usually have music here on a Saturday night, so it's sought after. And there's a nice clientele from around the town coming in here as well, so they consider it their local, as it was in Noel McMahona's time. So it lived on then. We took it on at a time when COVID was rampant. So we did, at the time, we didn't intend having a pub. So people encouraged us to open it and take it on.
And here you are.
And here we are. You know, we just said we didn't have experience in the pub game, but we kind of said, here, let's give it a go.
The people holding this venue tonight for the Michael English concert.
Yes.
Very, very, very supportive of you guys.
Very worthy cause. I think they're brilliant people, and the organisers of it have done a great job. And it's definitely a very worthwhile venture for them, you know, if they can raise money for the...
Look at it, it's a real pleasure having you on the programme, Charlie. Every success into the future as well.
Thank you very much. Eamon, we'll keep trying.
We'll keep trying. DJ Ray, welcome back to the final part of Down Your Way. We're here in Mull Pub here in Kenya Street in Nina. We're back to music. Well done, lads. Thank you very much. Hello, how are you?
Hiya, how you doing?
You're holding an accordion. You're the leader of the band.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
terrific. Your name is?
Caroline Ryan.
Okay, you're all the way from where?
Nina.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Fantastic group of musicians. haven't
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, great. Meeting every week. Yeah.
you? Do you meet somewhere every week?
Usually in the Tatch, but that's closed, so we go to the Half Door in Summerhill now.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about the group itself.
So we call ourselves Trad Kjol, and we meet every Sunday night. We're a group of adult learners who came together because our kids were basically playing music, and we came back, tried to get back playing ourselves. So we're playing since 2016, meeting every Sunday night. So yeah, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Look at
Yeah.
terrific. I'm not going to ask you to name all your musicians because we'll be
God,
up
don't.
tonight. There's about 25 or 30.
Yeah, there's the right crowd at the minute. Yeah, getting bigger all the time.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
James and Christine are with me from Theatre House. How are you doing, James?
Very good now. How are you doing, sir?
Good to be down your way.
Oh, yeah, it's lovely to be down here tonight. It's a fantastic event going on. It's very lively. Everybody's full of smiles. It's great to be here. Yeah.
Theatre House is going to have a big event coming up in May.
Of course, we're doing a Darkness into Light walk on the 9th of May. Early in the morning. I hope everybody's ready for it.
We have been around for a few times. Yourself, you've been much a part of it. You're dressed up in the yellow T-shirt and all.
Yeah, I'm the chairperson of Darkness Light this year, and I was chairperson last year as well. So it's brilliant to be involved. I've been involved with the Darkness Light Committee in Nina for the last 8-9 years, so it's brilliant to see the support as well from everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, and tell me about the whole story. How did Darkness into Light come about?
I think this question would be better broached to Christine. I'm only a newbie at this now. But I have been touched by suicide now throughout my life. But as to the foundations of this fantastic institution, I'd leave that question to Christine.
Christine, there you are, a chairperson.
Not putting pressure on me there at all. Now I got
No pressure.
Okay, so Pieta House came about in 2006. It's a free 24-hour helpline for people with suicide ideation, if there's a bereavement from suicide, and also helping with mental health. So they offer 24-hour helplines, and they can refer you on to counselling and therapy as well.
Okay, so you're expecting thousands, of course, to participate across the country.
Well, yeah, up and down the country for sure. But in Nina here, we kind of have between 1,500 kind of people, hopefully more this year, every year. So it's brilliant to see, like, the morning of it when you're there, you see the buzz and everyone coming together, the community coming together for such a great cause is brilliant.
Yeah, I was here 2 years ago on the walk and did a programme on it.
I did. I remember that, yeah.
So it's a special time. And indeed, Carrigan Shore last year, Thurles the year before. So we go around the different places, of course.
It is brilliant, like, and it's up and down the country in Ireland, but it's also happening more and more each year out the Irish stuff outside. Like, so there's Berlin, there's London, everywhere, Australia. So it's traveling the world now. Like, Joe, it's brilliant. Joe.
And what an idea! A great fundraiser.
Oh, 100%. So Pieta don't get any funding. So all the funding, the Darkness Light Walk is their main funding event throughout the year. So it is brilliant, and it is so needed to be able to continue on those free services for people.
And of course, Michael English as well, a big fundraiser as well.
Yeah, it was brilliant when they approached us to say, like, to help them sell tickets and to promote the event, and that some of the proceeds be going to us, and also sarcoma cancer. Obviously, the two, each organisation is just as important as each other, you know. So it's brilliant to kind of get that extra bit of money and funding towards them. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you're going to be out with buckets and all that stuff for a week or two beforehand.
Oh, aye, of course. We're going to be out in rain, sleet or snow just to get the buckets out there. And we're out tomorrow in Nina looking for funding as well. And we're going to be getting people registered for the walk too.
And that's the whole thing, to register, you have money immediately.
Oh yeah, we have t-shirts, hoodies, everything, and we're looking to get everybody involved. Each part of the family, no matter what, anybody can walk. Anybody's been touched by suicide.
Why did you want to get involved?
I've had, back in the past, 2 members of my family took their own lives, my cousin Jacob and then my aunt Doreen. So I'm doing it for them more than anybody, and I've had many friends that have taken that path as well. So
everybody is doing it for somebody, really.
Oh, yeah. It's all about just being a beacon of light, a bit of hope in people's lives, to just give them that bit of a push to keep going and never stop. Keep on. Yeah.
Good to be with us on the program, both of you, and every success into the future as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We had Michael Leary on a little while ago. Now we have one of the great stars of our time as well, Niall O'Mara, all the way from Borrisicane.
Yeah, all good, thank God.
We've been talking about Pieta House and the tragic circumstances of people. You went through it yourself in your own life.
Yeah, look, I suppose with situations, mental health is always a talking point, and we had our own loss to my brother Paul. I actually went to the graveyard today before training down in Ballingarry, but yeah, I suppose like everything, Pieta House there to offer service and support for people, and you know, everyone has their own battles to fight, and a small problem for someone might be a big problem for someone else, and I think it's something that I suppose it's affecting everybody, and pressure nowadays between social media and the price of, you know, life in general. I read an article there before I came in about homelessness, and about one man was saying that the pressure of having these kids not living, you know, and having their own place, he felt like taking his own life, and that's where the likes of Pieta House and these organisations come in and provide support, and you know, I think they're very valuable, and they help families, you know, through the process, in the grieving process, and you know, aftercare as well. So you know, every I suppose every bit helps, as they say. So yeah, no, we with our own loss, you know, we got great support through different people, different organisations, and looking back on it, I suppose in the aftermath with a funeral, you got a lot of people around you. It's the months after the fall are probably the hardest. You try and find a new normality, because things obviously, you lose a loved one, things change dramatically. So I think that's probably the biggest thing for people. And you know, as I said, the Darkness into Light Walk is coming. So
you mentioned you went to the graveyard today. What did you do when you went to the graveyard?
Look, I'll be honest, Paul died in the 11th of April, so Easter holidays, back when I was 12 years old. So just went, my dad is buried beside him and my grandparents just said a prayer. I suppose like everything, you know, it's with the busyness of life, you often forget your loved ones. And I've no problem saying that. I think everyone would agree to that sometimes. But yes, it's just go down and acknowledge that we miss you and we love you. And I suppose we'd be hoping they're watching down over us and keeping an eye on us as well.
We all remember, was it 2016 or 2019? You got a couple of goals. Back into the game.
2019, yeah.
19,
yeah, it feels like a while ago now, but I was just delighted. Obviously, to have that moment, but no, it's great. And last year was special too, you know. So it's great to see Tip successful. And I was laughing to myself. I read Pat Horgan's, you know, a comment during the week that Tip caught them. I have to laugh at that. 3-14 to 2 points in 37 minutes. That's not catching anyone. That's putting them to the sword. But
every success, and we want to thank you for coming in today.
You're very welcome. Thanks a million. Keep up the good work.
Michael Howard is with me. Your other half, of course, is one of the main organisers here.
Yes, and for more hardship and lots of it at the moment.
Are you looking forward to the concert?
We are, a lot of work in it, a lot of tickets to be sold. A lot of tickets.
Sure, yeah, they'll be moving on next couple of weeks.
Well, yeah, I'd be hoping there that the local farming community would support us there. They're always a great crowd at any stage there, and Pieta House, you know, it would be I think a lot of farmers at times, you know.
The man to get on today is Albert Purcell.
Yeah, I think we'll have to call on him there, yeah.
Oh, no, but
yeah, we have a big job to fill the church, like, you know, a lot of tickets to be sold.
Good luck. Thanks for sending it out to us.
Okay, that's fair enough, yeah.
Dermot Brislan, Deputy Principal of the school. How are you doing, Dermot?
I'm good, Eamon, and yourself?
What a crowd here, what a night.
Yeah, it's lovely, and I mean, it's just, you know, there's so many parts of Nina represented here tonight for such a great cause as we prepare for the fundraiser, the Michael English concert.
Absolutely. A great hearty win.
Yeah, it was a great hearty win. I suppose a lot of hard work went into that. Great credit to the team and to the management and everybody who got behind the team. So, yeah, we're very proud of that, and yeah, it was a great occasion.
Yeah, just whipped by a couple of points by Kilkenny.
Yeah, I suppose, look, the good days in sport are great and the disappointing days are very disappointing, and we experienced both of that this year with our hearty win and then the disappointment against St. Kieran's. But look, you know, as time has moved on now and we realise how fortunate we were to be hearty winners for the second time in 3 years. So yeah, we're very, very happy about that.
What a concert is going to be, really fantastic.
Yeah, it's great, and it's great for us. I mean, Sean was a huge part of our school life. He joined us in 2016 as a first year and was very involved in so many aspects of school life. He was very much into his sport and his athletics, and he actually spent a lot of the evenings when the rest of us were at home back in the CBS training, you know, and gave so much of his time to athletics in school and for the club. So it's great for us to be here tonight to remember Sean and to support the cause, Sarcoma Ireland, and jointly with Pieta House. So yeah, we're very pleased to be joining tonight.
Dermot was the tidy in time. Thanks for sending hello.
Thank you very much.
Margaret Foran, how are you, Margaret?
Good, thank you.
Lawn tennis is your game.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How's it doing for you? How's it doing?
Very good. We have a very good club, very active club in Ena. Huge membership, great club.
Okay.
So, Sean was a junior member at the club. Yeah. So I knew him when I was on the junior committee, and I also knew him from our Crony National School. So Sean was a great tennis player, really lovely young man, very gracious on court and off.
A great inspiration to you all.
Yes, absolutely, fantastic. Lovely, lovely young man. So.
Okay. So that's my programme for this week. My thanks to all our guests on this week's programme. Dr. Mary is going to sing us out. Dr. Mary.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Accompanied by my fabulous musicians here. Okay, let's take it away. Alone, all alone, by the wayward strand, and alone in the crowded hall. The wall it is gay, and the waves they are grand, but my heart is not here at all. It flies far away by night and by day,
to the times and the joys that are gone. For I never will forget the sweet maiden I met in the valley of Schlievnaman. Up tip, up tip, up tip.